Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
In this travel guide, I'm going to be sharing with you the absolute best of Barbados. The best nature, some of the most incredible views, the best beaches on the island, the most authentic cuisine, and all the best things to do. So you can follow this itinerary directly, or you can use it to help build your own. But either way, close down all your other travel guides and all the other blogs online, because this is the ultimate guide to Barbados. Let's get into it.
That's Matt James. Matt James is a vlogger. He's also a travel creator. He came here, and now he's telling everyone else about his experience having been here. Matt, good morning to you.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm
Great
well.
intro, by the way.
Sorry?
Great intro, by the way. Did you guys
You're very
put that
welcome.
together?
We work hard. We work hard here indeed. Talk to me a little bit about your life and why you do what you do.
So why I travel? Where do we start? So traveling's always been like, something that like an integral part of like my life growing up with the family holidays, something that we always looked forward to. But I think the travel content creation journey really started after I graduated and my mum decided to take me away to Thailand. And I decided, like, I had this gimbal that my dad got me a few Christmases ago and I'd never used it. And I just thought this would be a really good opportunity to actually just make some use of it and just video, the trip and create some memories of it. And it was actually when it came to, putting the videos together and creating the memories with my mum in video format that I actually really fell in love with the process. And, I decided to put them online, posted them to my YouTube channel. And they're actually the first travel videos that you can see on my channel. So you can actually check those out to see where I started. And it was just actually a case of just putting those together and just realizing that this is something that I wanted to make a living from, and how could I do that? So, I committed to buying a camera, a little G7X point Mark III, which is a point and shoot small camera. And then just committed to, just booking trips, solo traveling, and just figuring out how I can, turn it into a sort of job and make it sustainable.
And so here we are. The decision to come to Barbados, what led to that decision to choose Barbados as one of those destinations from which you can tell your story?
So Barbados is very much, to British people, Barbados is very much like glitz and glamour. It's very much like a place where all the celebs go, James Bond, Rihanna. It's got that kind of association with it. But for me, I was convinced that there's more to Barbados than just, Sandy Lane and like the really rich and famous and, really expensive places. So I was like really determined to get like down and really see the culture, the authentic food, the people, see all the tourist sites that maybe you don't ordinarily hear about. So that was my intent with traveling there. And I just wanted to show that it's, more than just a luxury resort for the rich and famous, I guess.
You're so right. And so when you got down into what we do and where we go, the things we love, what did you discover?
I discovered that I absolutely love Caribbean food. I mean, Oyston's fish fry, by the way, unreal experience. For anybody considering, what to do on a Friday evening, Saturday evening?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yes. Friday, Saturday, get yourself down to Oyston's fish fry. Get the flying fish, the ambience, the people, seeing the live music, just the locals having fun, cooking up the food. It's just an amazing, amazing experience, and something that you really don't get in this side of the world, right? Like I'm in the UK, in Manchester, sunny Manchester. It's very dissimilar. So.
Yes. At our introduction, we shared with folks, a view from signal to signal station at Gun Hill. So you've had a chance to go to some of those historic points. Where did you go on the island, and in seeking those places out, what did you learn about the people and the history of Barbados?
That there's so much to it. It's such a rich history from, actually seeing like the Army Reserve where you guys run your horse racing. Events.
Yes.
I actually found out that just nearby, at Carlisle Bay, if you wake up, first thing in the morning, you can actually see the horses, bathing at Carlisle Bay. And there's obviously that aspect of things, which was incredible to do. We went snorkeling at Carlisle Bay, saw the sunken ship. And with that, there's obviously a lot of history that you learn in the process. And always my, big thing to say to people that are planning on traveling to these kind of places is, try and find local tours run by locals, because that's where you actually learn about the history of the place and you learn so much more. And for me, doing a food tour in Bridgetown, which to me is a absolutely phenomenal place, probably, well, as you guys know, it's considered probably the best city in the Caribbean, isn't it? Just because of all the history there, the Dutch buildings and the architecture, the color, the pastel buildings. It's just a phenomenal place. And by being with a tour guide that can really show you the local places and where to get the authentic fish cakes, for example, you get the true experience. So, we did so many different things, and the food tour was definitely up there.
Yeah, I could tell that you really immersed yourself into who we are. The fish cakes, just to say fish cakes alone says to me, you know us and you know us well. What did you think of the taste?
Food. Yeah,
what did you think of it?
Oh, the fluffiness. Wow, don't get me started. Don't get me... I don't know how long you have. How long do you have? Because we can
just talk to me.
We can go through the food. Wow. Everything from the fish cakes. We had them at a little, what was it called? Hot Legendary. Yeah, there you go. Yes. Hot Legendary. You're playing it. Hot Legendary fish cakes.
Yes.
The hot pepper sauce just complements everything perfectly. The beef stew, the rice, the peas, the cassava that you guys have with the baked chicken, the jerk chicken, rice and peas. The only thing though that I have to say that I didn't particularly love was the Morby.
Really? Are you
the
kidding
Morby,
me?
that drink. Look, I get it's an acquired taste, but maybe it's a taste that I am yet to have acquired. Maybe that's it. And I think that you are supposed to drink it when it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it was out in the boiling hot of Barbados. Right. And temperature, increased, and it just became a little bit too bitter for me. But, you're on.
There you are, eating one of our local dishes. Do you remember that one?
The cocoa. Yeah. The okra and the... Oh, sorry, apologies for my terrible accent. It's a British one. It's from Manchester, so it's... Yeah, that was delicious. Unreal. I just love everything with the hot pepper sauce, though, gotta say. I've got hot pepper sauce in my cupboard, and it gets used on everything.
That's what we do. It's used on everything.
What I do. Put it on everything.
Indeed. Well, the beaches you've been to, talk to me about your beach experiences now.
So, I actually found some of the best beaches that I went to were... we went to we tried to go into Fish Pot, and they had a really, really cool beach just there, and also Lone Star. We ate there, and they had a really amazing beach. But actually, it was on the tours that we went on where we discovered Foul Bay, which I figured out wasn't as foul as I thought from the name. Honestly, unreal beach. Huge stretch. It was untouched. There was nobody there. The only people that were there were locals with their fishing boats. And obviously, there's a lot of history there in the fact that it was due to fishing. I think it was the foul fish. Is that right? Or the foul something or other? We learned some...
we'll work it out. Yes.
Yeah. But it was just the fact that there was nobody else there, and it was quite... a trek to get to, and obviously when there's a little bit of a trek to get there, you're always a bit more intrigued.
Yes.
And the fact that there were no tourists, I really, really enjoyed that. But we were actually only, able to travel in Barbados for 5 days, so we had a limited time to get through what we wanted to get through. And my main objective whilst being there was getting down, seeing the locals, really seeing the authentic side of Barbados, because I think everybody knows that it's so famous for its incredible beaches, and you're going to get some of the best in the world there. But I really, really did prioritize my attention on, getting down in the nitty-gritty of all the things that travelers should be aware of.
I love it.
So I definitely need to return for the beaches.
Yes.
That's something that
for the Mobby. Don't answer. Now listen to me. You're a medical student, and so here it is. You're living this charmed life indeed. How is it for you as a medical student being able to do this and yet still focus on your studies?
Well, medical student stuff lasts for 9 months of the year. So this has been going on for 2 years now, my medical student studies. And that's something that I'm so beyond passionate about. It's a joy for me. It's not even I don't consider it, school. I don't consider it something that's, laborious in any way. So I managed to cram in my travels in that 3-month period of summer. So what I'll do is I'll make sure that those 3 months I've got big trips planned, whether it be 3 weeks away in Thailand, for example, which I'm returning to this summer, or, the Caribbean. And I'll make sure that we're constantly filming, we're building content ready for, when it comes to medical student time, right? For those 9 months, which the priority, of course, has to be on studies. But with that, I also vlog my my medical student journey. So I've got a separate YouTube channel for that, The Medic Matthew, if you, search that online. So we always have a bank of video content for the travel channel coming out throughout the year. So there's never a lack of, of the travel stuff.
All right, I'm sure now that our viewers are very much intrigued. What is the travel channel? Where do we find it?
So if you just type in Matt James or the Travel Matt or Matt James, because that's my name. If you put that in on YouTube, you should find it. Just type in travel. And if you type in some like how to travel in Barbados, you'll see lots of good stuff on there. And, there's plenty of stuff to inspire you to travel to some of the places that I've been to.
Nice, very nice. Matt, we really want to thank you for being such an ambassador for our little island of ours. I'm glad that you've had truly a memorable experience. And I'm excited for your return to continue to experience what else we have to offer indeed. So Matt James, thank you for joining us from the United Kingdom. All the best, and we can't wait for your next 3-month break away from the medical stuff to get on to living your life in the way that you love to live it indeed. But all the best to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome indeed. Matt James is his name. Just search for his name in YouTube, and you will find that fascinating visit to Barbados and the story he's been able to tell in video format. Can't wait to see it myself, and I can't wait for you too to enjoy it as well. Thank you so much.
Morning, morning, morning.